What's up, YouTube? This is D, and I'm hitting you with the quick update because when I look at something, review something, I want to bring it all to you straight, honest, and with the follow-up. So here is the crazy quick update on that $20 LED light. So if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, that means you're not a sub. And according to these YouTube analytics, I get a lot of views, but you're not subbing, so you're missing out, people. So hit that subscription button right now so that you know and learn the ins and outs and little secrets as I discover them on how to get your hobby into overdrive and not break the bank. So what I'm talking about here is the LED garage light that I have in my $20 plant light video. This is a 60 watt LED 6500K hybrid bulb. As you can see, it is a fold out bulb. You can get a link to this product in my Amazon affiliates link in that video labeled $20 plant light. So let me just show you the growth. I have tons of growth, and I'm going to start with the harder plants. I'm going to phase down here. You can see I got another project coming as a sneak peek there. But right now, let's look down, and we got to go into the bowels of the super cube. So now let's look down at the crypts. Let's go past the peacock gudgeon and look at the growth on the cryptic corner. If you can look down in there, you'll see that, okay, now he wants to be on camera. Any other time, he won't never stay for a picture. Now he wants to stay. Past the peacock gudgeon, you will see the cryptic corner in the cut in what used to be a very dark area. We have at least 3 new branches of growth coming out of that plant. And check out this Anubis. 1, 2, 3 new leaves in the past 2 weeks. They may actually be curling a little bit. Time to add iron, because when you speed up the growth of the plant, it uses more iron, and it is time to kick that into overdrive. Look at the other one, very similar growth, a lot of leafy green, and even the guppy grass is growing. You can see a lot more growth there. If I can focus, you can see a lot more growth in there. And I added a few plants, which I got the other week. And within the short period of adding these plants, you can still see growth. I'm trying not to shake the hell out of you guys with the camera, but let us look right here. Java fern, everybody knows Java fern is pretty much a slow grower. I'm getting a runner from the Java fern that is actually running down this branch. And if you look at this, I forgot the name of this plant here. It is a, let me swing around here. Oh, shout out before I say anything else. Shout out to Victor Hung, who hooked me up with these awesome killifish. I had to do some learning and some research because the pH was much different than what I'm used to keeping. But shout out to Victor Hung. He is the ace grower in Brooklyn. Shout out, Victor. So, and yeah, your fish are still doing well. But anyway, back to the plants. You look real close, you will see that this is all new growth. Look, green, 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 green. This one sent up a whole big old runner here. You can see from the darkness comes the light green growth, 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 growth. It is just spurting plants all over the place. And if you didn't think that was enough, let me swing around. The cube is 30 inches tall, so swinging around it can be pretty tricky. If you look real close and I zoom in, check this out, people. How many of you guys are growing mint in your fish tanks? I am. I could never get that mint to grow because of all of the pothos, and the bamboo is growing. Bamboo is growing. Check it out. It is coming all the way up and hitting the glass and about to come out of the tank. This is 30-inch long tank, and it is coming all the way up here, all the way up. So let me zoom out so you can get an idea of what that 30 inches is. That is 30 inches, people. So I'm giving this light a really good approval. It is doing a great job. And once again, it's 6500K, which is the ample growing Kelvin rating for plants. And the fact that these plants are growing out of the water, both the submerged plants and the emerged plants, doing well. Now, this is a house plant that I had in my window. It was actually sending a runner up, so I cut it. And since it had a very long rootstock, if I could turn the camera a little bit so you can see it, you'll see really close in there. I just got it in the water enough to give it some nourishment, but keeping it out of water because it is not a, wow, I just noticed something else. It was not a water plant, but look at the green leafiness there. I took off the dead growth that from the pot bound portion, and it's doing really well. And it is a house plant, but even it has managed to come up from here all the way up. Let me zoom out here. Too much zooming. I know, hopefully I'm not making you seasick or dizzy, but it is growing all the way out and really good growth here. You can see really good growth. I'm going to have to start dosing this tank with iron because I'm getting so much growth. And there is more mint that I just noticed. Look at this tall stalk right here growing all the way past the pothos. I took one piece out of my pot outside and stuck it in there, and that is almost 8 inches of growth. Look at the new leaves sprouting up past the pothos. I'm going to trim this pothos. Look how thick it has gotten. I got to zoom out again. Look how thick this stalk is. I'm going to compare. This is an original stalk here, and I'm going to put it next to the new growth. Look at this versus this. Since adding different lighting, it's all in the lighting, people. No fancy chemicals, no dosing, good old-fashioned light. And this tank is really cold water tank, running at about 74, 72 degrees. Right now it's about 72. Most of these fish were outside, so they are much more used to it than anything else would be. So that is just an update on that shop light. Not a shop light, but the LED plant light. So if you don't believe that it is working, there's the proof right in the pudding. This is D, Love Peas and Hair Grease, trying to focus. I'm getting dizzy, but there you go. Love Peas and Hair Grease, bringing it to you from the simple man. I try to keep everything simple. No complicated equipment, trying to put it within the reach of any hobbyist. So it's all about the light, and it's all about the TLC. So that's it, folks. That's the update. The growth is real. There's no better evidence than with your own 2 eyes. There's the light. Here's the tank. Nothing crazy. Good old-fashioned TLC. This is D, and I'm signing out. KISS method. Keep it simple, silly.